In this video, we're going to learn about different types of graphs and how to fit a problem into a specific type of graph to best show it. So if we have a problem like this that says, what type of graph would you use to show a large set of data like someone's test scores? So here we could see all these test scores that someone scored, and the choices are stem and leaf plot, line graph, circle graph, or pictograph. So what would be the best way to show these scores? And I'm just going to tell you the answer and I'll explain the way it looks. The stem and leaf plots are the best at showing numbers in large data sets arranged by place value. So that would be the best way to show this data because it is just data. There's no time, for example, like so it doesn't say, what month or what day the test was taken. So we would just show it like this as a stem and a leaf. So the way the stem and leaf plot works is you use the biggest place value first is the stem, and the leaf is going to be all the numbers that contain that stem, right? So if you think of a tree, there's a stem and leaves growing off of it. So 5 has how many leaves? So there's this one, and this one. So there's 3 of them. So the leaves are going to be 5, 7, and 8. So see how it's 5, 7, and 8? And the important thing to remember about this is the stems and the leaves must be arranged in order from least to greatest. So for the stems, we start with the smallest number and work our way up. So the smallest number is in the 40s, right? Then the next one is in the 50s. And there's some numbers here in the 60s. And you keep going up until the highest, right? 90 is the last one. So, and then you have to, for each one of these, you have to look at the leaf, so the next place value, and you have to put these in order from least to greatest for all the numbers, right? So if we look at 6 here, it says there's 2, 3, and 7. So that tells us there's 62, 63, and 67. So let's see if we can see those. There's 62, 63, and 67. And that's all there is to a stem and leaf plot. So there's other resources you could look at in the description that are related to this. You could take a look at my other videos. And also, if you want to, you can download my ebook. And all these lessons are in the ebook, and you can follow along there and make some notes as you need to. And don't worry, anyone can do math.